Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Reborn Podcast. I am your host, Tony Buttress, and I'm pumped to have you here today. For those of you who are new, this is a place where we dive deep into personal growth, spiritual development, and entrepreneurship. We're all about transformation, becoming the best version of yourself in every area of your life. Today, we're going to talk about something that's absolutely crucial to your success, both in business and in life: community. You've probably heard of saying it's not what you know, it's who you know. But I'm here to tell you it's not just about who you know, it's about who you go with. Because who you go with is half the battle. And in many ways, the right community can be more important than your own comfort. Let's start with a personal story. Early on in my entrepreneurial journey, I was all about the hustle, working late nights, grinding away solo, trying to build something from nothing. But I quickly realized that just something wasn't right. I was getting burnt out, making mistakes, and worst of all, I was doing it alone. It wasn't until I started surrounding myself with the right people who challenged me, supported me, and held me accountable, that things began to change. That's when I understood who you go with is half the battle. Let's break this down. Community isn't just about having people around you. It's about having the right people around you. The kind of people who push you forward, who call you out when you're slacking, and who lift you up when you're down. This isn't just a nice to have, it's essential for your growth and success. Think about it. No one achieves anything significant alone. Whether it's in business, sports, or even spiritual growth. The people you surround yourself with play a massive role in where you end up. You need people who are going to challenge your thinking, hold you accountable to your goals, and push you to be better than you were yesterday. In my own life, the most significant shifts happened when I actively sought out a community of like-minded individuals. I found mentors who had been where I wanted to go, peers who were on the same journey as me, and people who shared my values and mission. It's no exaggeration to say that my community became my greatest asset, and I believe that you should have people that are ahead of you, people who have paved the path that you want to walk, people who are on the same season as you, and people who you are paving the path for, you're walking ahead of. And here's the thing. Community is not always comfortable. In fact, the right community will often pull you out of your comfort zone. They'll challenge you to think bigger, work harder, and live with more intention. And that's a good thing. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in the tension, in the stretch, and in the challenge. Too often we surround ourselves with people who make us feel good, who tell us what we want to hear, and who don't push us too hard. That might feel good in the short term, but it's a recipe for stagnation. The truth is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to be in rooms where you're being challenged, where you're uncomfortable, and where you're constantly being pushed to grow. I've been in situations where I had to choose between staying in a comfortable environment and stepping into a challenging community. Every time I chose the latter, I grew. Sometimes painfully, but always significantly. The discomfort of being challenged is nothing compared to the long-term benefits of growth. Community is greater than comforts because, in the end, it's what pushes you to become who you're meant to be. So how do you build this kind of community? It's not something that happens by accident. You have to be intentional about it. Here are a few practical steps you can take. First, seek out mentors and peers who are where you want to be or on the same journey as you. Don't be afraid to reach out and connect with people who inspire you. Most successful people are more than willing to share their wisdom if you approach them with humility and a genuine desire to learn. Secondly, be willing to contribute. Community isn't just about what you can get, it's about what you can give. Offer your skills, your support, and your encouragement to others. The more you give, the more you'll get back in return. Thirdly, choose discomfort over convenience. If you find yourself in a community where everyone agrees with you, or where you're always the one with the answers, it's time to level up. Find a group that challenges you, that makes you uncomfortable, and that forces you to grow. Remember, the quality of your community will determine the quality of your growth. Don't settle for comfort when you could be striving for greatness. Let's wrap this up with some practical takeaways. Who you go with is half the battle. Your community will either lift you up or pull you down. Choose wisely. Prioritize growth over comfort. The right community will challenge you, stretch you, and make you uncomfortable. But that's exactly what you need to grow. Third, be intentional about building your community. Seek out mentors, contribute to others, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone to find the people who will help you become the best version of yourself. Community is one of the most powerful forces in your life. It'll shape you, it'll shape who you become and what you achieve. So choose your community wisely, invest in it deeply, and watch how it transforms your life. That's it for today's episode of the Reborn Podcast. I hope this conversation has challenged you to think more critically about the community you're building around you. Remember, who you go with is half the battle. In many cases, it's more important than anything else you could do on your own. If you found value in this episode, please subscribe, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and leave a review. Your feedback helps us grow this community and continue spreading the message of transformation. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, keep building that community. I'm Tony Beatrice, and this is the Reborn Podcast. Take care, and God bless.